Ms. Lake, as an independent citizen journalist with a decade of experience, I'd love to serve on the Voice of America team under your leadership. I believe that the current American media looks no different than Soviet-style Pravda. It's time to dismantle the American media propaganda machine. It's time to make media truthful again. The American people have a right to know, with accuracy and integrity, what is going on in their government and their country. Media needs to function in its purest form as the fourth estate, keeping government in check versus colluding with government. Please watch the rest of this video and visit my website, reneerico.com, for my resume and more information. Thank you. Hello, America. You and I have a rendezvous with destiny this November 2012. This election is all about liberty, nothing more, nothing less, and we're playing for keeps. In response to the call of President Kennedy's immortal words, ask not what your country can do for you, but ask what you can do for your country. Your story is very unique and poignant, and I think it's very important that the American people hear your story, because there are some concerning things you and I have talked about happening in our country today. And Marlise, you are a new author, and you have painstakingly written on the pages of your book, Queen of the Bremen, your personal testimony about your life experience in getting trapped inside Hitler's Nazi Germany. I'm going to close out this report differently than I have in the past. I'm going to share my observations and musings with you. First, I did not know much about the Reawaken America tour until a couple of weeks ago when negative and hostile articles were being written about it. Being an independent thinker, I decided to come out and see for myself what this was all about.
Yes, Renee Rico, citizen journalist from Rochester, New York. Okay. As people of faith, what do all of you suggest we do to ensure November and elections beyond are fair and free?
I'm the national security law enforcement guy. I'm not really the election guy, but what I can tell you is that from Russiagate on through January 6th and now the raid of President Trump's home, I think it's been the biggest civics education in modern American history, and that's a good thing because people have realized that the federal government cannot and should never dictate how our elections have run.
Yep, and I'll just add that states' sovereign rights, especially when it comes to our elections, is paramount. And that is actually what drives the legalities, the constitutionalities for our election system.
As a man of faith, what made you run for the governorship of Connecticut?
I mean, we are at a point right now in our state where it's worse than ever. And I'm of the persuasion that we cannot continue to complain about how bad things are and not do something about it.
Lance, we normally watch you on the Victory Channel on Flashpoint.
Right.
How did you come to be involved with the Reawaken America tour?
Well, it's interesting. My largest audience is in Flashpoint, oddly enough. It's just that the Flashpoint audience is a very unique demographic of faith people.
Leon, you are an apostle and pastor of a church in Virginia, and you are also a candidate for U.S. Congress in the 4th District of Virginia.
Yes.
So how did you come to be involved with the Reawaken America tour?
I got a call from a friend that knew Clay Clark saying, you need to be in Tulsa. I was like, wow, why? He said, all these people are going to be there. And come to find out, I knew some of the people, General Flynn, Sidney Powell, Mike Lindell.
Today, I have the pleasure of interviewing LaRon Singletary. LaRon is a candidate for U.S. Congress for the 25th District of New York. To get started, LaRon, can you tell us a little bit about your upbringing and who was your greatest influencer?
It's great to be here with you today. I was born and raised here in Rochester, New York, a city that I grew up in, a city that I love. I have one brother grew up here in Rochester. My brother was the athlete. He played baseball, basketball, football. I was the sort of the school kid. I wanted to be a police officer. Mm-hmm. So my dad brought me the police radio from Radio Shack. Oh. And so that's how we got started on the career journey of law enforcement.
In case you are a first-time viewer, I'm going to do a little recap for you on what took place here at Cornerstone Church in Batavia, New York in October 2021.
And he will stand before God for speaking that lie. No, because people are hungry to get right with God.
Mario Murillo, who is an evangelist, came to Batavia and held 4 nights of tent revival meetings where numerous people came to faith and also received healing. Mario and his team have been holding multiple tent revival meetings in the state of California along Highway 99. A spiritual awakening is happening in California and New York, despite what is seen on the news.
So what are your expectations for the meetings?
Oh, glory of God is already here. You can feel it. And revival and reformation has already started to move across this nation.
I don't know if anybody's out there that's still hemming and hawing about coming. Get here, because this is a move of God. I've been in the ministry for 30 plus years, and I've never seen anything like this.
We were here in Batavia last year, each night covering the tent meeting events. Subscribe to my channel and you can watch snippets from each night last year and view a one-on-one interview with Mario Murillo.